Welcome back to Springfield. We've got boys 18U. This is not an undisputed championship game, but still an important game here at Drury. We've got the silver ball matchup for boys 18U. This is between the Red River Rattlers, who are going to be wearing black, and Dallas HSAA, who's going to be wearing white. Interesting note on the uniforms, Red River Rattlers have worn black every game, and Dallas HSAA has worn white every game. And they take each other on right here at Drury. So silver ball is also the 5th place game. So whoever wins will be listed as a top 5 team in homeschool basketball. I'm your host, Trellis Williams, alongside Jesse Sanders and Thomas Sanders here courtside here at Drury. And listen, we got a good one here. Red River and Dallas HSAA. What are your thoughts here going into the ball game?
All right. Sorry, some technical difficulties there. We're back in action. Yeah, Charles, my thoughts, this is the thing. I think neither of these teams probably expected or wanted to be in this game right now. That being said, what an opportunity. You're on a beautiful university, an amazing basketball game at a homeschool national tournament. So you have a lot to play for. That being said, I think that they're probably both thinking, man, I got a lot to prove because I don't think either of them showed their best game last time out. So I'm expecting that up-tempo game, a lot of energy, and I'm just excited to see what these teams got because I know I've seen them play both in years past, and many of these players are returning. And I just think a lot to prove, a lot to play for, and I think it's going to be a great basketball game.
And going for the tip here will be Kyle Tullis of the Red River Rattlers and J.C. Linskog of the Dallas HSAA Angels. The tip will be won by HSAA, and with the ball will be Carter. And now up top to Rodney Hunt, who's getting the start as Braylon McCrate not here, not with the team here at the tournament anymore, so he will not be playing. Toller left wing 3 is no good. Rebound Carter. Carter going up, stripped, and Burnside with it. Up floor to Tyler.
That's going to be a fun matchup, Burnside and Carter. Carter had a really explosive performance 2 nights ago. Unfortunately, fell short as a team, but he showed he's got a lot of versatility on the offensive end.
What a start for HSAA, right? Man, bottoms.
Nice three-pointer rained down by Hudson Hayes, and HSAA with a 3-0 lead. Burnside takes the left wing 3, does not get it to go, and rebound pulled in by HSAA. Burnside had a really, really rough game in the Elite 8 against Wichita. He did not score a single point. And so that obviously led to a loss for them. That was a rough outing for him. He got in major foul trouble. This is his first shot here today, but we expect to see a lot more out of him here today.
Well, that's what I was talking about. I think both these teams probably felt disappointed with their last outing. Like, you don't want to finish your season on that game, but now it's like, what an opportunity, right? It's the beauty of this tournament, right? You get to keep playing on and playing against good competition. So, man, those watching, I think the fans know that, but they didn't see the best of their team, so all the more, get it out, play your hearts out right now.
Kyle Tullis splashing one from the corner. And Tullis going to tie the ball game up at 3 here early. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Extended 2-3 zone being shown by the Rattlers. Hunt taking the left wing 3. Back rim no good. Tullis the offensive board. Or Toller, rather, the offensive board. Outside to Hunt. Into Carter. Inside of the basket. Floater's good. Xavier Carter on the board here early. 5-3 lead for Dallas.
You know, he played a great game last night. Just couldn't not quite enough to put HSA over the top, but he is a big physical wing. I think creates a lot of matchup problems. And so Jesse mentioned earlier, he and Burnside may be a really, really kind of matchup to watch this game.
Burnside going for the rebound. They're going to call the foul on Hunt inside. That'll be his first personal foul. First team foul against Dallas here in the first quarter. Red River Rattlers came in as a 7 seed, knocked off the 2, and then knocked off the 3, and got themselves into the Elite 8 before falling to the number 1 seed, the Wichita Warriors.
And if you're HSAA, you do not want to let Corbin Tyler get going. We've seen that guy put up buckets in a hurry. You saw that play, man. He ran that baseline, got that stagger screen, set his feet. That is a great look for the Red River Rattlers.
Kick out to the wing. Toller up top, drive inside, trying to feed it in. Linskog able to bring it out. Carter up top, Trey nails it.
Man, HSA, take that offensive clip, rewind it, show it to your team again and again and again, because that's what offense looks like. That was 8 or 9 passes into a rhythm 3, bottom of the net for Carter. Beautiful offensive possession.
8-3 lead for the Angels, and timeout going to be called by the Red River Rattlers. 8-3 lead for Dallas. Another thing I noticed that I didn't mention was that Dallas not starting Tyson Davis, who they usually start, have him coming off the bench. They're starting Linskog in his place, and then obviously McCrate's not playing, and so they've got Hunt starting here for the Angels.
Yeah, maybe a matchup thing. The Rattlers don't play a true post. They're playing more 5 perimeter players, and so that may have just been a matchup game that's not feeling like Davis was going to guard on the perimeter as well. Kind of the coaching chess match. Coaching chess match. There we go. That we see sometimes.
Be Red Rivers basketball. Dallas looking like they're going to get into some full court pressure here. 4:51 to go, first quarter. As Eli Fry is going to throw it in on the baseline. Here's Tyler across half, guarded by Toller. Feed to the wing, Fry. Fry feeding Burnside on the cut. Burnside dropped a little bit, got it back. Working from the right wing. Swing to the corner, Tyler. He'll step back. Cross court, Burnside, guarded by Linskog. Burnside driving to the left, stepping back. Out to Tyler. Fry to the corner, Tullis. Oh, hitting the back door to Westbrook. Right hand, he missed it. Toller the rebound.
What a cut. Good play. Everything worked except the finish.
Corner 3 for Carter, who knocks it down his second tray. 8 points for him. 11-3 lead for Dallas.
Man, that was an impressive sequence for Carter. Closed out on the corner. That's a hard first step, going from a closeout. Offensive player goes right. Man, he slid there, walled him up with his chest, and then gets rewarded on the other end with the open bucket.
Hunt for 3. He nails it. Dallas wishing they had pulled this one out a couple games ago.
What a start for Dallas, right? I think 4 for 4 behind the line. Is that right?
Yeah,
I don't
think we've seen a miss yet.
Burnside stepping back on the left wing, just under 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tyler driving to the left, spinning to the right. Kick out Westbrook, right wing 3, nails it.
That's big for Red River. They've seen HSA with their best punch. Don't. It's early on in the game. Don't get stressed. You've been playing good basketball. No way a team's going to keep shooting this clip from threes all game long.
Hunt up top. Feed to Toller. Cross-court pass to Hayes. Driving in. Dropping off to Linskog. Is through his hands. Toller. Step back. Jay. Good. Connor Toller.
We're seeing these shots go down, but I just notice how much ball movement is preceding these buckets of shots. You're seeing 7, 8, 9 passes. They're making that defense rotate a lot, and the result is made shots. There's a lot of work happening before that make that's setting these things up.
Burnside misses the corner 3. Hayes thought about it. Feeds high post. Linskog outside Toller. Toller going to drive inside to the basket. Off the window. No good. Linskog the rebound. Put back is in.
I didn't know HSAA had this depth. They lost 2 starters from last night, or not starting 2 at least, and then they're coming right back, maybe with the best start I've seen them have in a couple of years.
Kick out to the corner. Outside Westbrook, swing to Burnside. Driving from the left wing, stepping back. Now to the corner, pump fake. Feed up top, Tullis. Now over Westbrook, driving to the left. Kick out Fry, left wing 3, cash. And we know the Rattlers can shoot the basketball. They've hit 3 trays here in the first quarter, 18-9.
Man, welcome to the shootout. We've got 7 made three-pointers between the two teams so far.
Swing over to Hunt, left wing. Toller, feed to Carter, high post, outside Hayes, right wing 3. That one just barely missed. Rebound Tullis. Burnside back to, that wasn't Tullis, that was Tyler. Corbin Tyler with it. He's going to spin, drive hard to the basket. Ball stripped. He's trying to keep it in. It's out of bounds going to Dallas. Hunter Reinschild going to come in the ball game as Graham Westbrook going to come out. Kind of alternate those guys as starters. Earlier in the season, we saw Reinschild get the start more often and Westbrook come off the bench, but Westbrook's been playing pretty well down the stretch of the season. We saw in the Big South he played well, and he's played well here in Springfield. A minute to go in the first quarter. Toller. Across. Feed. Carter, turnaround. No good. Burnside the rebound. Under 50 seconds remaining in the first. Burnside driving. Kick out. Corner three. Tullis knocks it down.
Man. Pretty electric shooting on both sides right now. You had seen HSA jump to an early lead, and look up now, it's a 6-point deficit.
Kyle Tullis with 6 points, 2 trays. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 18-12, the feed. Over to Hayes, to Hunt, attacking from the left wing. Ball's going to be stripped, but he's able to keep it. Toller back out to Hunt. Down to 10 seconds to go first quarter. Get a hold for the final shot. Down to 3. Down to 2. Down to 1. Hunt. Air ball as the first quarter comes to an end. A really hot start by Dallas HSAA, but Red River able to hit a few three-pointers, and they cut the lead to 6, 18-12 after 1.
When it hurts, real time it.
Red River basketball on the sideline. Burnside looking to get it in. Does in the backcourt to Fry, who's going to bring it up across half as we begin the second quarter. Over Tyler, right wing three on the way, and it pops out no good. Toller the rebound. Here come the Angels. Hunt with the ball on the right wing. Still haven't seen Tyson Davis. Still haven't put him in the game as we're getting the second quarter started. Hunt with it from the right wing. Over Linskog. Outside Carter driving in. Kick out. Corner three. Hayes. No good. Oh, Carter with a strong rebound and put back.
Yeah, he's the tough matchup. We talked on this early in the game, but he's strong, hit some shots on the outside, and now getting put back. So I think he's got 10 early tonight.
Drive to the left, kick out, driving baselines, Burnside. Throwing it outside of the wing. Tyler on the spin, turnaround shot, blocked, and rebounded here by Carter. Outside from the corner, driving in. Kick out Carter, left wing three, short. Rebound battled for, and it's Reinschild with it. Ball's nearly stolen as Burnside gets it to Fry. Fry down floor, attacking. Kick to the corner, Tullis' three. Air ball short, rebound Linskog. HSA pushing it up the floor, and Carter will lay it in. Xavier Carter with 12 points. Timeout going to be called by Red River as the lead back up to 10. 22-12 is the score. 6:27 to go in the first half. And Red River, just their offense kind of getting a couple shots, but just not the greatest looks in the world that they're getting here.
No, it's a little stagnant. I mean, honestly, what's kind of bailed them out is they've gone 4 quick threes in the first half, but absent those, this game could have been more wide open. They've hit some tough shots, but they're going to have to find some kind of continuity on offense to keep this thing close.
Just under 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 22-12 lead for the Angels.
And HSAA is playing a deeper lineup than we saw in some of the earlier matchups. They're getting some guys in off the bench.
And that's with Tyson Davis not having been in yet, who's started all tournament up till now.
Feed up top. Drive from Tullis. Kick outside. Ryan Schild, his three. It popped out no good. Rebound Tullis. Offensive rebound. He puts it up. He misses, and the rebound fought for. Ryan Schild able to get it. Ryan Schild kick outside to Burnside. Thought about it. Takes the three. Left wing. Got it.
Tough shot.
Another three.
And his dad's the head coach, and he gave him some words of encouragement like, there you go. You're back, man.
Well, a contested 22-footer, I'd say so. Tough shot for Burnside.
Man, give it up for the Rattlers, though. A lot of teams would not have come up with that second chance opportunity. They were scrapping, getting hands on the loose ball. That's one thing I really appreciate about these guys. Not a lot of size. I mean, they get pretty good length, but a lot of those interior positions are giving up weight, and they keep battling.
Mulder up top. Kicking it out. Or trying to, at least. Stepping in, looking, dealing with the defense. Back out to the outside. That's Hunt. Get it over to the wing. Cash. Kick outside. Here's the drive. Pull-up shot for Carter is good.
And he's having a heck of a game.
14 points for him. We still have 5 minutes to go in the first half. Up the floor is Eli Fry. Up top three, Burnside. That one's short. Gets his own rebound. Going to attack the glass. Left-hand finish. And if Red River can get Burnside going, they're going to be in a lot better shape, as it's a 7-point game. Up top is Hunt. Cash, corner three, no good. Rebound, Burnside, and he is fouled. Going a while without any kind of foul call at all as Carter going to pick up his first team foul of the second quarter. That's only the second foul called of the entire ball game thus far.
So HSA, I believe, has put every player in now except Tyson Davis, not quite seen the court yet.
Fry coming up the floor here. Hunt guarding him. Over to the wing, Burnside. Feed to the high post. Tyler back out to the wing. Burnside left wing. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Left-hand finish from Isaac Burnside. And how about that? Burnside coming alive here in the second quarter. He's got 7. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 5-point game.
He does a great job utilizing that spin. Took him right. He's wanting to get that long left hand. Man, really took everybody right. Quick wrap and great extension for that finish.
Over to the wing, pump fake. Feed inside. It was tipped by Ryan Schild out of bounds. We'll stay with Dallas.
If he didn't get that tip, there's a room and rhythm finish right there.
Hunt looking to get it in for HSAA. Feed in. There will be a whistle and a foul against Burnside. That'll be his first.
These teams, man, they crossed a lot of country to get up here for the last game of the season to be two Dallas programs.
I believe we saw that in the 10U boys Undisputed matchup as well. Was it two Dallas teams? That was
That's right. We
the
saw
Dallas Dash Spartans.
right the Dash Spartans and Dallas HSAA.
There you go.
And Dallas, a very good area for homeschool basketball.
Well, basketball in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that the UIL state happened the week before, and about every matchup, it was a Dallas team coming away with it. That, just the strength of competition in that area, it's second to none.
8-point game. Burnside pushed. Foul's going to be on Mulder, which will be his first. Burnside looking to get it in. Throws it over to Fry, back to Burnside.
See, I'm wondering if Burnside is just liking this matchup. Early, I had Xavier Carter on him, and he wasn't able to get to the rim quite like that. But after this switch, he's kind of attacked three straight possessions with success. 2 buckets, and now headed to the line. So if you're HSA, you may want to consider putting Xavier Carter back on Burnside, as he's found some in that matchup that he's liking right now.
Foul's going to be on Mulder, and Burnside will shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, you're right, Thomas. He had nothing in the first quarter offensively. Looking for his 9th point of the second quarter here at the line, still with some time to play.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why HSA switched that matchup off of him, but you may want to look at putting Carter back on him, because he is their leading. Burnside is their leading scorer, perhaps their best player, but so you certainly don't want to let him get into a rhythm.
Yeah, and Carter's a stout defender.
Carter with the rebound there. He's going to feed it up to Hunt. Hunt in the front court here for HSA. Will drive to the left and step back. He's looking, dealing with the defense. On the toss, getting the screen. Nice feed off the pick and roll to Carter for the finish.
Great lead.
Carter again putting together a big-time game. I believe he has 16 first-half points now.
16 first-half points for Xavier Carter. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. 29-20 lead for Dallas. Fry, right wing. Tyler. Fry, inside, floater, good, and 1.
Tough finish.
And the foul's going to be against Cash, which will be his first. And Fry, who's got 5 points, have an opportunity to cut it to 6. They're going to bring Toller back into the ball game, coming in for Hunt. Free throw goes down for Fry. One thing about HSAA is that they are definitely deeper than the Rattlers. Rattlers really play mostly a 6-man rotation. And whereas HSAA, we've seen everybody get arrested at some point thus far except for Xavier Carter. Sanders pass, nearly stolen. It is stolen. Fry got it.
Man, you see that little move? Fry got the steal with the wrap between the legs. That was nice.
Westbrook's 3 does not go.
Watch how active he is up here top. His hand, man, always has hands up trying to get in passing lanes.
Carter pull up J, does not get the roll that time. Put back by Cash, doesn't go. Fry the rebound. Fry pass down floor to Tyler. Tyler going to stop, pull up the right wing 3. Back rim, no good. Burnside tipped it, Toller the rebound. And HSAA has it in control here, leading by 6 minutes to go in the first half. Pump fake, Toller, right wing. Cash, swing. High post, back door, Sanders, kick outside. Hayes, pull up Jay, good.
Tough shot.
Tough shot, and again, HSA showing strong ball movement heading into that possession.
8-point ball game, under 30 seconds to play in the first half. Eli Fry with it up top, guarded by Toller. Fry feeding Tyler. He'll drive hard. His floater, no good. Corbin Tyler has not scored a single point. He's their leading scorer on their basketball team. as Carter going to drive baseline. We'll get it out to Cash. There will be a timeout called by Dallas. If you think about it from Red River's point of view, your leading scorer has no points. You're only down by 8.
Yeah, and there's part of me that says this game feels like it's a bigger deficit than this is. If you're Red River, you're actually probably content to be only down 8. You've not played your best game, and you're getting Xavier Carter right now is kind of playing unconscious a little bit offensively. So if you can go back after halftime, reset defensively, come back out and get a rhythm on offense, you're going to be fine.
5.3 seconds to go here in the first half. 31-23.
Trellis, where do you go? You got 5 seconds with HSAA. You putting the ball in Carter's hands, trying to get it inside. What are you looking for here?
I feel like you put the ball in Carter's hands, and then unless somebody's over there wide open, like one of your shooters, maybe Hudson Hayes, who's been great just scoring the basketball, you might get it to him if he's open. But other than that, I think Carter could create himself a shot in 5 seconds.
He's unique too because he could do it off the block or off the bounce. He's more of a guard, but man, broad shoulders, strong frame.
Dallas basketball on the sideline. Hayes is the one to inbound. Sanders looking. Sanders feeding inside. And the turnaround shot at the buzzer does not go, but still a decent look there for Carter.
And they tried to get into him on the block. Got a deflection. He's still almost able to capitalize on it.
31-23 is the score at the half. Dallas HSAA in the lead. We'll have second half action for you in just a little bit.
When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
Second half is underway here as HSAA taking on the Red River Rattlers here. Dallas with the 8-point lead. Working it, kicking at the wing. Outside, pump fake. Feed inside to the basket, and corner three on the way, no good.
And that possession, Thomas alluded to this earlier. I counted 9 passes on that possession and maybe 3 or 4 dribbles. I mean, they are getting that ball left, right, center, inside, out. That HSA is playing some really impressive offense.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, cleaner offense than they played last night.
Oh, so much.
Tyler on the spin outside. Westbrook, and now the swing. Tyler. Outside to Fry.
I'll say this, Jess. McCrate, great player, great ball handler, very fast. But sometimes when you have a point guard who's ball dominant and strong, it can kind of stagnate an offense a little bit. And I'm not sure that I'd have to watch some more to say that's what's happening. But I just know that when the guard is really quick and really good ball handler, that it can kind of force the offense to kind of watch him as opposed to move it. And we're seeing a little bit more continuity on this game tonight.
Three-pointer for Hunt. Long, no good. Lindskog, the rebound. Put back is there.
Yeah, strengths can become weaknesses. You see that in team sports. I played in Italy my first year, and I had a guy that was Notre Dame's all-time leading three-point shooter. The net effect on me is I never wanted to shoot a shot. Well, Ryan could shoot it. And you see that with a real dominant guard, a real dominant big. If it's not handled appropriately, other guys can suffer when one player is really strong in a certain area.
Here's a drive here for Carter. Outside to Hunt. 2 minutes into the second half, 8-point game. Up top now. Hayes. Outside to Hunt. Over Toller. Feed high post Lindskog. Short shot. Will roll in.
Easy bucket.
6 points for J.C. Lindskog. And the lead's back up to 10 now for HSAA. As Red River going to keep it on the sideline. 5:34 to go in the third. Hitting Burnside the drive. His shot's blocked. Rebounded by Lindskog. Up the floor. Feeding Hayes to the corner. Corner tray. Back rim no good. Burnside the rebound.
If you're the Rattlers, you'd love to see Corbin Tyler get involved here. He's had a slow start. I think he's going to need to get going for them to have a chance at this one.
Out to the corner. Tullis. Corner three. Short. And HSA back with the ball again, leading by 10. 5 minutes to go in the third. Back to Toller. Up top, Hayes. Now the swing. Cross court, Hayes, right wing three. Got the roll.
Nice touch.
Hudson Hayes with 8 points, and it leads up to 13 now for Dallas.
So we're hoping Red River can get some of that same continuity that HSA is getting. It's just hard. Every time you're holding the ball like what we're seeing here, the whole defense is set.
Three-pointer for Tyler is netted. And he did not have a single point until that shot went down. And so Corbin Tyler now on the board, cutting the lead to 10. Feed inside Lindskog. Get the basket floater over the top of Westbrook, and he put it in. 8 points for Lindskog.
Man, he's put together a great third quarter. Big stops on the defensive end and 2 tough buckets over here.
Burnside nailing it over Carter.
And they needed that. They're down 13. All of a sudden, it's down to 9.
Man, give some love to the fan section. They went whoever sells pink pool noodles turned to great profit this morning.
Here's the drive, kick outside for the corner, no good. Rebounds tipped and out of bounds. So what happened is that the buckets and the noisemakers like that, like the buckets and the drumsticks and things like that, were banned here at Drury today. And so now you see There are some new devices for noise making.
So are we going to see a sign on Nationals of next year? No pool noodles allowed. Is that coming? I noticed a sign on the front door about the drums this morning.
That ball's turned over. Got a 3-on-2. Toller hitting Carter. Carter inside over the top, finishing. I was glad to see that Carter was able to avoid landing on Burnside there.
Could have been bad. Ankle or perhaps a foot in the stomach.
Yeah.
A nice finish and then a quick
adjustment.
Midair.
11-point game. Tullis outside Westbrook. Burnside, left wing. Outside the steal by Linskog all the way, and he jams it home on the other side. 13-point game. And a timeout will be called by Red River. Their third charge timeout.
Man, that's Linskog, man, coming up with a big play. Defense feeding the offense. He is putting in some work.
10 points for Linskog. 2:49 to go in the third, 44-31.
Red River has shown signs of life here. They've had a couple big threes. This HSAA team is they are tough to make a run on. It seems like every time we've had a big momentum play for Red River, HSA has answered back on the other end. Keeps this lead keeps hovering in the low teens.
Ball's going to be with the Red River Rattlers as they trail by 13, 2:49 to go in the third.
I was talking to one of the other Dallas programs earlier, and I asked, look, with so many of these Dallas area teams, I mean, you could almost create a homeschool league if you wanted to there during the regular season. I asked his opinion on it. He said, well, we've kind of gone the opposite direction because you have the tip-off to start the year. Some of those seedings you have, I know college, the Aggie Land has a tournament early in the season. You have the regional tournament and the nationals. He's like, you don't want to play them because it can negatively affect your seed at nationals. He's like, so their approach has been play them early, get a good seed, play as tough of a non-conference schedule, if you will, and then build you don't want to see them 6-7 times and then face them again at nationals.
That's a really good point. I see that from a lot of the top homeschool teams. They have a schedule where they play like 50 games before nationals, and they're like 27-23.
Yes.
And then they come in here, and they're like doing it up because a lot of those losses are to really high-level teams and by even close margins and everything. You learn how to win. Hunt nailing the three from the right wing.
When my dad was coaching us growing up, he said he had a coach from Mercer at the time. He asked him kind of what would he challenge a young coach, and he said two things: I'd practice as hard as you can, and I'd play as tough of a schedule as you can. And I think that was two things that I know he did. And in hindsight, now as an adult, I look back, I'm like, yeah, that was, man, when you play against the toughest guys you can, you practice as hard as you can, it makes these games seem easy, and that's what the game should be. It should be a performance for what you've been working on, all season in the training and in the practices.
Tyler with a big three-pointer, cutting the lead to 13. Just over a minute to go here in the third. Mulder up top, Cash. Swing to the left wing. Mulder, right wing, Cash. Trapped, and a foul.
And we talked on this earlier, but I believe this is the first sighting of Tyson Davis. Has started all tournament long. Now comes into the third quarter, so he may be an impactful presence, particularly on the defensive end.
And he's going to be fresh.
He's going to be fresh. There's that.
We'll get it into Davis. To Carter. Step back shot. No good. Rebound Westbrook. Tyler with it. Cross court pass to the corner. Three-pointer. He stepped out of bounds as that was Luke Shahan catching that pass from Tyler.
Easy to do in those corners, man.
And naturally, as a three-point shooter, you also want to get behind the outermost three-point line. But you don't have to in high school.
A lot of these guys, this may be the first time playing on a court that has the college line. So that margin between three-point line and sideline just shrunk about 1.5 feet.
Picking up his dribble outside. Mulder, right wing three. Hit it. Big three-pointer from A.J. Mulder.
That was a big shot. That's a momentum changer, I feel.
16-point game. Corner three. Shahan, that's long. Sails. Tullis trying to get it. Out of bounds going to HSAA. Get the ball in. Half-court shot. Oh, nearly made it. Off the bank was Hunt. Third quarter comes to an end. Dallas HSAA with a commanding 16-point lead heading into the fourth.
Yeah, that last possession where Mulder buried that three, that's tough. You know, you're guarding for 20 or 30 seconds, trying to climb back in, and then that's just deflating, right, if you're the Rattlers. Now, 16-point deficit. The way that I used to hear this approach with coaches I played for was we're going to take this in pieces. So by 6 minutes, we'd love to have this thing down to 12. By 4 minutes, I'd love to have it down to 8. And then by 2 minutes, you're hoping to have that thing under to 4 or 5 points. So you look at it in the little sections of 2-minute time blocks. And that starts with stops and good shots. That's a lot to come back with, but you can't look at 16 and try to do it in one sweep. You got to take this in bite-sized sections with stops and just do not force your offense.
In college, you have the benefit of the media timeout. Every 4 minutes, there's a stop in action. The high school game, you're just playing the 8-minute quarter. And so that's where the use of timeouts is so crucial, not having those already baked into the game. Man, trying to utilize those breaks, not only give a team like the Rattlers rest because they're playing a small lineup, but also using some of those milestones for, hey, how are we doing with the adjustments that we set out to do this quarter?
Rattlers down by 16. As we get in the fourth quarter, Eli Fry with it in the backcourt, crossing half.
Man, great ball pressure.
Yeah, I was going to comment on Rodney Hunt. I don't remember him playing a significant amount of minutes last night when I watched, but he has stepped in strong from a crate and really helped facilitate what I think has been their best offensive performance I've seen the last couple of years from at least a shot selection standpoint.
HSA will have the ball, leading by 16 here in the fourth. Up top is Hunt, moving to the left. Feed to the wing. Into the post. Carter barreling over and an offensive foul. Carter going to pick up his second. We'll be back to Red River.
Yeah, I think he dipped his shoulder. I agree. I think that was a good call. That charge block is, man, that's such a tight angle. The way I've heard it taught is if I'm the offensive player and I can clip him on the right or the left, you can get a block call. But the moment I square up on his chest, it's difficult to get a block, and that's going to be a charge. And I thought I saw Xavier Carter drop that shoulder right in the center of his chest.
Westbrook on the move. Back to the left. To the corner, Tullis. Outside, Burnside. Fry, drive. Ball deflected. Nearly stolen by Davis. And it's on the floor. Carter. And Tullis going for that one. They called the foul on Davis. Red River to get it in. Burnside. Kick out, Tyler. Three-pointer on the way. Westbrook nailing it. Graham Westbrook with 6 on 2 trays. Cutting the lead to 13.
There you go. You're now at 13 down. with 90 seconds expired. So if you can cut this thing down, you get your first metric that you're trying to hit, 4 points every 2 minutes.
HSAA with it. Hitting Davis underneath. Davis unable to hold on. It'll go to Red River. And Davis will come out. Linsky coming in. Fry getting the screen. Spin. Burnside. Deep right wing three. Short. Out of bounds. Oh, he was able to save it, Tyler. And now Cash to Carter. Carter making the move, and he's stripped. And it will be Dallas basketball. We're going to get it in. Does to the corner. Out to the outside. Hayes. To Cash, back to Hayes. Mulder feed inside. Linskog outside. The move, Mulder, right wing three. Banked it in good.
The bank is open. Man, and HSA used about 65 seconds of clock on that possession, only to finish with a three. Big shot.
Big possession there for HSA. Tullis back outside. Burnside launching the deep left wing three. Popped out, no good.
He's let two go from about 30 feet each last two possessions.
Here's the drive from Hayes inside. Putting it up and in, and one.
Man, super strong finish. It looked like they were trying to hold him down, make sure he didn't make the shot, just powered through.
5 minutes to go in the game. Hayes now with 10 points. Have an opportunity for a three-point play here. And Hayes will make the free throw. Tyler across half, high post. The drive from Tullis, scoop shot not there. Linskog the rebound. Up the floor, nearly stolen. Toller got it. Toller. Hayes up top. Mulder.
Look at this isolation on the block. They got Carter down here. That's where they're going.
From the short corners, Carter. Carter puts it up and in over the top off the window. I think they're
going to call a warning, I believe, on Burnside for a flop.
That's a good call.
So I think it was last year NFHS rules. They added the flopping warning. You put a warning in, and then the second one's a technical.
And I think the referee got that one perfect on that call,
because Carter was really controlled on that move.
Yeah, he didn't.
He checked for contact, under control. You can see even with it falling.
My goodness!
What a finish from Hudson Hayes. He's got 13. This leads up to 23.
Well, if you think about the offensive foul, the actual definition is player control, right? And Xavier Carter was in control that entire time.
Burnside to the right, now spinning to the left. Making the move inside. He'll be strip fouled.
See, listen, young players, Xavier Carter does not need help on that. It's a common mistake, particularly that's called a strong side drive. So he left the corner shooter open to help down a guy that did need, and let him play that thing out. Like if you have an on-ball strong defender like Xavier Carter, let him play one-on-one. Stay on that. In college, you used to get pulled out for that. It's called strong side deny. That is the most highest percentage three-point shot in the game is a center drive to a baseline kick. And when that help comes in, you've now left your guy wide open for a rhythm three. So if I'm coaching Xavier Carter and HSA, I'm saying don't help him. Stay on your man. Let's see if he can actually score one-on-one, which from the first quarter we know that he was actually struggling to do so.
Burnside makes the first free throw. It's over 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. No good on the second. Carter on the move. Up to Hunt. 3:20 to go. Corner three, Linskog. Back rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by Shahan.
I'm just impressed with HSA's game composure, the way they've kind of general the clock, the possessions, not been a lot of forced shots.
Burnside's three, no good. Step back, double dribble against Nicholas Wisner.
So Rattlers letting some of their younger guys get some minutes here down the stretch. Those four on the bench, they have played their hearts out this tournament. May not have the result they were hoping for, but nothing to be ashamed of.
Westbrook with it. Moving to the left, back to the right. Outside the wing, drive. Reinschild. Westbrook to drive, trying to pull it back, stolen away by Linskog. Second jam of the ball game for him.
Oh, and he's letting us know, holding up to him.
Oh, man.
Okay, I like it.
12 for him and a 24-point lead for HSA.
Yeah, good to see his teammates giving him some love over there.
You know, one thing I'd say about Red River, look at these timeouts. Like, yeah, they're down 24, fourth quarter. The game is all but over. But you don't see the team. I'm referencing Red River at this point. You don't see them pulling away, starting to be critical of each other. Rather, the huddle was tight. The leadership was together. And to me, that speaks of character. That speaks of good coaching. That speaks of a culture that they've established that, you know, that this is hopefully more than basketball, right? But even on a basketball court, like this is friendships and it's family. But even with that, like the culture they're establishing throughout that program, I believe, from a snippet, right, for me at a distance, looks solid, looks strong.
And you talk about this Red River Rattlers team. You come into the tournament getting a 7 seed, which means before the tournament you're kind of ranked between 25th and 28th in the country. And then you finish out as the 6th team in the country.
Come on.
That's pretty good.
For sure. Hold your heads high, man. Like, this has been – yeah, you face a good team, frankly, on a very good night, right? Like, HSA did not play this well last night. You know, if they play last night's game tonight, you might have a different output. But they played a really sharp game, and they're a good team.
Angels basketball now. Or Red Rivers basketball, rather. 2 minutes to go in the game.
You know, speaking of culture, they got a strong fan base. As we talked earlier, there's no shortage of pink water floats over there. But you know, you can tell the fans, the players, the young kids are here supporting their brothers and friends and siblings, and just a strong showing.
And you're talking about an organization that's on the come up. They had not been a D1 qualifier until last year. And for the last year in their first year in D1, they finished 4th. They were a Final Four appearance. And then they lost some seniors from last year, including their big fella. And then they finished 6th this year.
I was listening to Jeff Cannon on a previous broadcast talk about the demographic pools from these, quote, Metroplex teams. And he was mentioning that this Red River team, he feels may even pull some kids from Oklahoma. They're so far in North Texas.
Davis over the top, tried to extend for the jam. And just a little too far away from the goal. He missed it. Back to the Rattlers.
Man, I don't know about you, Trellis. I did not think he was loading up for a dunk there. He just looked like he was just every ordinary layup, but he just kept going.
He's a big fella.
That's the advantage of being 6'6", right?
There's a steal for Davis that time. Davis out to the outside, feeding Toller. Toller driving, spinning in the lane, kick outside. Corner three on the way. Nails it.
Why not?
Oh, the fans and the bench are giving Dimoff some love.
Under 50 seconds. 3 loaded up and nailed from the left wing. Nicholas Wisner.
Give me time, coach. I'm ready. Nicholas buries the 3.
Under 30 seconds. HSAA going to round out the top 5 teams in the country as Toller finishing at the cup. Pass through the hands of Westbrook. Hit the official and is still in play. Under 10 seconds. Toller outside. Cash, his 3. Oh, well off. Now 2. Now 1. And he'll kick it out. And that's it. Dallas HSAA, the Angels, 67. Red River Rattlers, 41. And Dallas HSAA will win the silver ball. Good seasons for both. Of course, HSAA came in as a number 1 seed. And so they did not, and they were finished second in the Big South. They wanted to finish a little bit better. But they're still, top 5 in the country. Still a lot better than they were last year. Last year at a time where they finished, I do believe, around 22nd in the country. And so to finish 5th this year, definitely an improvement. Good job there by the Angels as well. We appreciate you joining us. We got championship ball games just ahead right here on this channel.